What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and today I'm going over the gameplay explanation for the newest King Piccolo. But before we begin, hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 1000 subs, where we're gonna give away 2 booster boxes. If we hit it this year, how are we gonna hit it? Well, check out these numbers. 70% of you aren't subscribed, so you know you hit that beautiful red button, and then we give away 2 booster boxes. Amazing, it's like magic. Now, roll the video. Yesterday we broke down the entire King Piccolo archetype, so today we're breaking down how to actually play it. We'll be going over gameplay strategies, lines of play, interactions, not necessarily in this order, and then wrapping it up with a conclusion. Let's start by talking about some interactions. My favorite interaction in this deck is Symbol Demonic Subordinate plus King Piccolo Youthful Conqueror. Both of these guys give plus 5k to your Demon Clan guys for the turn. So what you do is, first you attack with King Piccolo Youthful Conqueror because he cannot get buffed because he's a Namekian. You target your symbol, you target, let's say, Tambourine. Okay, you target Tambourine with him. So after that you attack with your symbol, targeting symbol again. So now he's 20k, targeting Tambourine again, so he's also 20k. So this is how you get like a big swing. If you have a Z leader out, then he gives them all plus 5k. Like, insane. Like, this is a really cool aggressive interaction. The second interaction is buffing your Unison every turn. So what you can do is you have Tambourine and you have Drum. These guys KO something when they're played. On your turns, you can just use them, cheat them out through your leader to KO something to give your Unison plus 5k, and then this is a 20k Unison. If you really feel comfortable in going for the game, you can even -1 give him a dual attack and then just swipe your opponent with him. And on your opponent's turn, you're playing 4 copies of Charismatic Villain and 4 copies of Dormant Potential Unleashed. Both of these cards KO something. So there is a very realistic chance that you will be able to turn your Unison into a 20k guy even on your opponent's turn. And it's pretty difficult to knock down a 20k Unison. The last interaction is on turn 3, you can actually play your Piccolo Jr. Fated Rival in this deck. The way that you do this is turn 2 you negate with Piccolo Jr. Vengeance Reborn. I mean, you can negate at any point, but let's say turn 2, and then he has Barrier. He's very difficult to remove, so turn 3 you can actually evolve Piccolo Jr. Fated Rival on top of this Piccolo. It's a fun combo, you know. It's not fun for your opponent, but it's definitely fun for you, especially if you have your Z leader out, then you're swinging dual attack 30k and you're taking away cards from hand. It's pretty strong. Alright, as you know, King Piccolo plays Demon Clan cards. Fine. Yes, but we need to understand what King Piccolo Seal Undone doesn't do. So, because this is your key card. This card is going to carry the games for you. What it doesn't do is it doesn't trigger on these 3 cards. King Piccolo Newly Youthful Conqueror, Piccolo Jr. Vengeance Reborn, Piccolo Jr. Fated Rival. And it doesn't work on piano unless you've played piano, you know, from your King Piccolo Awakened leader side. But yeah, this is super important to understand because you need to keep this in mind when you're building strategies. Talking about strategies, let's look at some turns. Before we dive into turns, you need to understand the mulligan. So always look for King Piccolo Seal Undone, for your Unison Piccolo Guardian of Earth, and when it comes to these 2 drops, I prefer to look for Tambourine. So like these 3 plus something. The other thing that you need to understand is that this deck sucks if it goes first. I mean, it doesn't suck completely, it can still win turn 3, but it's a lot more difficult. So we will first go through Optimal Awakening, and I'll let you know when it's a turn 1 play, or I mean like when you're going first or when you're going second. I'll let you know. Here is the Optimal Awakening. Okay. First, you need to play second. First turn, you charge 1 energy, you play King Piccolo Seal Undone. You attack with your leader, trigger his auto, you play, let's say, Tambourine, you kill your opponent's 1-drop. Fine. The point is that you took one life from your leader, you took one from King Piccolo's heal and done. Turn 2, what you do is first attack with your leader so that you can play something for free. Let's say you're playing Symbol for free. Because you've played him for free and you have two energy, you can activate King Piccolo Newly Youthful's Conqueror auto, the first one that plays him. So for 1 energy, you just played King Piccolo and you played, your Symbol, your Demon Clan guy. Then you awaken, you have 2 energy up, you spend it to play Piccolo Guardian of Earth. Now you have your leader on the awakened side, you have your boss monster out, you have the guy with the barrier who draws you card, you have 1 to 2 guys, so Tambourine and Symbol, for example, if Tambourine didn't get removed turn 1. So you're fully set up, you have your Unison with 3 markers, who draws you a card on +1, and because it has 3 markers, you can use Charismatic Villain or Dormant Potential to protect yourself, and this is like a very, very good and very aggressive setup. Especially if you have like Tambourine out, you have your King Piccolo, you have Symbol out, and then you can just create gigantic dudes and swing at your opponent. There is a variation of this play, so what if you don't have your 4-drop? If you don't have your 4-drop, what you do then is you spend 2 energy to play your Unison. Then you attack with your leader, you get Symbol out. Let's say Symbol, for example. Fine. Then you awaken, you ready 1 of your energy, and you spend it to play Piano to search for stuff. Because you have Symbol out, when he attacks, he's going to give Piano +5k for the turn, and if you still have like Tambourine, for example, you can either give Tambourine or Symbol can give himself +5k for the turn. The final variation of this awakening is the one where instead of letting your opponent hit you on their first attack, what you did is you comboed something to charge a Z energy. This is what I call like the aggressive Unison turn 2. What happens here is that turn 2, you play your Unison, you have 1 Z energy charged. Then you attack with your leader, playing Tambourine. Tambourine KOs something, your Unison's auto triggers. Now he is 20k. And then you awaken, you have your 1 energy left, you play Piano, for example. But you can now attack with a 20k Unison. Yeah, you see, now you know why I was a bit anxious about making these gameplay videos, cause a lot of them is just going over theoretical turns and numbers. But let's continue, we have one more thing to go over, and this is your big aggressive play, and how do you do this with your Z leader. Here's how you win turn 3 if your opponent doesn't have a floodgate. This is your big turn, and it's connected to your Z leader. So, turn 1, King Piccolo, Tambourine, remove something, okay, grab 2 life. Turn 2, what you do is you play Symbol through your leader. Then you pay 1 to play your 4-drop. Then you awaken playing your Unison. Now you can attack with your Symbol and with your 4-drop. These guys buff, your field plus 10k. So you're having a very aggressive push now. Turn 3, if your opponent is still alive, you use your leader's auto to draw a card and to play something. Let's say your Symbol got removed. Play him again, through your leader's auto. Then you Z awaken, and you use your leader's auto again to play something. You have energy up, you can, if your Piccolo got removed, King Piccolo, you can, play him through 1 energy. Doesn't matter. Then you swing with all of this stuff. King Piccolo triggers, your Symbol triggers, your leader's permanent. It doesn't matter that your leader is in rest mode. He has a permanent that gives everything plus 5k. So his permanent is online, and you're just making like this one big gigantic swing for the win if your opponent doesn't have a floodgate. That's it for the video, so let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these types of videos? Is it too complicated? Is it perhaps unnecessary? Can we instead of making these ones, squeeze them, 5 more minutes into archetype review ones? Let me know, because I'm very interested in seeing how this goes. Regardless, the Master Roshi one is still gonna come out this week, but I'm very interested in the feedback for this. If this can improve somehow, I would love to improve it. So let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We have an ongoing giveaway for 700 subs, and we are on our way to 1000 subs, which is awesome, and then we're gonna give away 2 booster boxes. Finally, don't forget to check out Zenkai Showdown, link is in the description below. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I will see all of you in the next video.